It was raining heavily as Mr. Daniel held onto the wheel. While driving, his 10-year-old son, Sam, sat silently on the back, staring out of the window and by all means avoiding his father's gaze. While driving, Mr. Daniel couldn't help but remember the words of Sam's teacher. Sam had gotten into a trouble for pushing and starting a fight in school. The teacher had called complaining that Sam had refused to explain himself. As they pulled into the driveway, Daniel turned off the engine and exhaled. He then keenly queried Sam on why he fought in school. Sam remained silent, bowing his head. Frustrated, Mr. Dan stepped out of the car, opened the back door, and brought his son over to the front seat. At that moment, Sam replied his dad.
He said I was unfortunate for not having a mom.
Mr. Daniel frowned.
What? Why would he say that?
Mrs. Daniel had left Liam when he was 4 years old. Although he was a single dad, Mr. Daniel vowed to always be there for his son.
I tried walking away, but he mocks me saying women don't walk away from fight. Then I remembered you fought Uncle Philip for saying something he ought not to say about Mom. Remembering that, I decided to act like you.
Lots of emotions ran through Mr. Daniel. He had always felt pain whenever someone brought up his ex-wife as a topic. His brother, Mr. Philip, brought up the topic and he just couldn't control his emotions and had a fight with him. He could actually bet Liam was fast asleep, not knowing that Liam had and saw all that happened. Mr. Daniel was short of words, but he needed to say something. He needed to stop his son from having similar fights in the future. He had no motivational speech to render because he was as guilty as Liam. Mr. Daniel had always held on to the pain of his ex-wife leaving him and his son 3 years ago. He by all means avoided topics that had to do with her. Although she was no longer with them, he vowed to always be there for his son. Little did he know that the pains in his heart was affecting his parenting standard. Deep within him, he knew if he must be the best dad he wishes to be, he had to let go and forgive his ex-wife. Taking a deep breath, he said,
Son, I am wrong for getting into a fight with your uncle, and so are you. The truth is that people will always say things. We can never stop them from talking, but we can choose to ignore and walk away from those things that hurts. Fighting is not the only means of solving issues. There are other better and peaceful means. I am sorry for not being a good mentor. From henceforth, I promise to live up to what I teach.
It's okay, Dad. I'm sorry too for getting into an avoidable fight. I promise never to do so again. I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, son.
They both hug. As a parent, your life is a plain book in which your children constantly read. It might not be easy for you, but you just have to be careful of what you do or say in their midst. Your children always ends up being a mini version of you, hence it always pays to be the best model to them. Train up your child in the way they should go, but be ready to go that way as well. If you would love to see more educating and enlightening videos like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Sending lots and lots of love to you and bye for now.
Mom, I am sorry, I didn't mean to.